everyone, so welcome back to my channel. Alright, so I know I haven't been posting. I know I have not, and I apologize. This video was actually supposed to be up last week, but I caught a cold and I'm just now getting over it, if you can hear it. So if my voice goes in and out, I'm sorry, but I actually have some time in my schedule to actually redo the video. So let me tell y'all what happened first. So I recorded the video, right? Somehow in the middle of editing, everything, like all my footage deleted. I don't know what the hell happened. I was really pissed. But this is, you know, a well waited for video that you guys had requested on Instagram. And it's me comparing my experience with driving with Lyft and Uber. Now, this is not a sponsored video. I'm not getting paid for the stuff I'm going to say. These are my opinions and just my experience with driving with both Lyft and Uber. Now, if you are not subscribed to my channel, which you should be since you clicked on this video, I'm gonna just let you take a moment, pause this video, and subscribe. Do it. Do it right now. Or just click out this video. Okay? You subscribed yet? Okay, good. So, if you haven't been subscribed to my channel, or if you don't follow me on social medias platforms, which you should, names are always down below, then you will know that I became a full-time Uber driver around the ending of September, early October. That's when I became like a full-blown full-time Uber driver, because around that time, that's when I quit Greyhound. If you want to see that story time video, I will link that video down below so you can see why I quit Greyhound. So yeah, so I've been doing Uber since last year. Well, I've been doing it since August of last year, but it was just like part-time, just to have like some extra money in my pocket from when I wanted to go shopping and buy hair products and stuff like that. But then it became full-time, helping me pay all my bills and everything I need to get done. And then I started doing Lyft in January. So I started doing it last month. So yeah. So I got my handy dandy other iPhone, and I'm just going to cover just some basic stuff because I don't want this video to be too long, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be long. I'm going to talk about how you get paid and how often can you get paid, major differences between both apps, how long you can work, drive with both apps, promotions that both apps may have, and some perks. And lastly, I'm going to discuss how much I make on a daily to weekly basis. Okay? So, like I said, this video is completely not sponsored. This is just my personal opinions and my experience with driving Lyft and Uber. So, how do you get paid and how often? So, depending upon your trip, that's how much you get paid per trip. So with both apps, you get a base pay for the distance, like how many miles you're driving, and you also get a base pay for the time that you're driving or whatever. So both of those get added up, and that's how much you get paid per trip. Some other ways you can get paid is if you're waiting on your passenger. So with both apps, they do have different waiting times and different charge times for waiting. With Uber, you get a max of 2 minutes waiting for your passenger before they start charging your passenger for having you wait. Excuse me. Ooh. That was so nasty. So you get a base pay for when you wait for your passenger. So I think it's like 10 cents for every minute or so, something like that. With Lyft, they give you the full 5 minutes. So they give you 5 minutes to wait for your passenger. Then you have the option to either call your passenger, and if your passenger don't pick up, you can just leave. Same thing with Uber. After the first 2 minutes and after they've been charged for about 3 minutes, you have the option to leave, or you can still wait for your passenger. Now, how often can you get paid? Both apps allow you to get paid daily if you wanted to. So let's say you made 100 today. You can cash out that entire 100 for that day. It's just both apps charge you 50 cents for cashing out. And I believe they have a limit on how often you can cash out. I want to say it's 5, but I'm not too sure because I only cash out only once a day. But they do give you a limit on how many times you can cash out. If you don't want to cash out daily, you can just wait until they deposit the money into your direct deposit account, so whoever you bank with. And that's typically, I think with Uber now, it's on Mondays, and with Lyft, it's on Tuesdays, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I don't wait a whole week to get my money. If I'm working for it, I want that shit now. Hear me? Okay. So that's how you get paid, and that's how often you get paid. Major differences within the app. It's a lot. With both apps, the passenger, like on the passenger side of the app, the passengers can upload their pictures so they can have a profile picture. However, with Uber, I cannot see what the passenger looks like. But with Lyft, I can see what the passenger look like if they have a profile picture. But with both apps, the passenger know what I look like, what my car looks like, my license plate, all of that. But I don't know why, but Uber stopped doing it. Like, I know when I used to ride Uber, my driver always knew what I looked like, but now for some reason they stopped that completely. Not entirely sure why, but yeah. Some other differences is the navigations with both apps. With Uber, when I get, like a hit, I'll click it and then it'll tell me the address that I'm going to. But with Lyft, when I click on the ride, it just automatically give me the directions to the location. And then when I'm about like 50 feet away or like 500 feet away, then it'll give me the physical address that I need to be looking for. And sometimes that's annoying because, like, if I'm in... So my sister called in the middle of the video and she fucked it up. What was I talking about? Navigation wise. So, like, so when I'm driving with Lyft, if I'm in a residential area, like, I won't know what the address is. So, like, if it's an odd number, I'm not sure if I got to pull over to my right, or if it's an even number, I'm not sure if I got to pull over to my left, or vice versa. It literally won't tell me the address until I'm like 500 feet away. Other things, so with both apps, you can hold up to at least 2 passengers on your trips. So let's say I'm on a trip with 1 passenger already in my car, and let's say someone else requests an Uber or a Lyft and I'm close by. Oh my God. And let's say someone else is close by. With Uber, I can either reject or accept the trip. With Lyft, they just automatically are added to my trip. I don't get to say yay or nay. It's, here you go, another passenger in your trips. So, also when, like, picking up passengers, so, like, if another passenger is added to my trips, Uber would let me, just keep that passenger that was already added. Lyft, so let's say I have a passenger in my car and they added another passenger to my trips. So once I'm finished dropping off the other person and headed towards the second person, if someone else requests a Lyft and they're closer than the other person that requested a Lyft that I am on my way to, they will navigate me to pick up the person that's closer and redirect me without letting me know. I mean, well, they'll let me know, like, they'll be like redirecting or rerouting or whatever. and I have to go like a complete different direction, and that's a hazard because one time I did that. I was all the way in my far left lane and they redirected me to go all the way into my far right lane, and I almost caused a complete accident. So yeah, I don't like that Lyft. You gotta fix that. You really do. Another major difference, oh, with cancellations. So if a passenger cancels on you with Uber, you get paid for that. Especially if you're like super close, you get paid for when that passenger cancels on you. Cause it's like you wasted gas and you put miles in your car and the person just decides to cancel. You get paid for that. So far with Lyft, I have not got paid for any cancellation trips. Like I actually had one today and I was like literally like I think 3 minutes away, and the person canceled, so I didn't get like any type of payment for it. I just got a text saying, "Oh, your passenger canceled." No shit, Lyft. I know that. I seen that when I didn't have no more directions on my screen. Oh. But those are the major differences that I can think of as of right now. If I can think of any more, I can just list the rest probably at the end of the video. How long can you work? So with both apps, you get a total of 12 hours to work per day. And then after you use up all your 12 hours, you have to have at least 6 hours of resting time. So technically, you can do 12 hours with Lyft and 12 hours of Uber, and you could work a whole 24 hours if you really wanted to. But I wouldn't suggest that at all. But yeah, you do get 12 hours to work. Promotions. So both apps, it's like a little section in the app that tells you what type of events are coming up in the area, where prices may be surging at in your area. So if you don't know anything about me or if you have not been watching my videos, and if you're not a loyal subscriber, then you wouldn't know where I live. I live in Richmond, Virginia, and I live closer to like the downtown area. So like in the downtown area, there's like it's like 2 colleges, I think 1 or 2 community colleges, and then there's like another college down the street. It's a lot of corporate buildings, business buildings, a lot of residential areas. So it's a lot of places where they can hold events at, because there's like at one of the universities, I want to say like a convention center area. It's a convention center near well, it's in the downtown area. There's like different theaters and like just different places to have events. Shit. So, and Richmond does have a lot of like different events and a lot of outside events. So they'll give you the dates of the events and everything like that, and they can tell you when the times may be surging. So usually a couple hours before the show starts or the event starts, and then, you know, like right after the event ends, obviously. Both apps also give you an opportunity to make some extra money. So with Lyft, I haven't seen it in a while, but they used to do, if you do 5 trips within an hour, you get like an extra $10 on top of whatever you made within those 5 trips. But you gotta do all 5 trips within that 1 hour, which can be really hard sometimes, because then, and like I said, I'm only speaking for my area, because most of the trips in Richmond that I usually get are more than 10 minutes long. So that's not including picking up the passenger. So I can be like 5 minutes away from the passenger, and then X amount of minutes me waiting for the passenger, and then driving 10 to 20 minutes to their destination, and then still having to wait for another trip. So sometimes it's hard to try to get that extra $10. With Uber, you can get depending on the time of day, you could get $1, $2, or $3 extra for every trip within that hour. So on average, per hour, I get at least 2 to 3 trips if they're under like 20 minutes. So, you know, I'm getting like an extra, you know, at max $9 on top of whatever else I made. Oh, some other promotions. Referring your friends.
Yes, referring your friends.
So, but at the end of this video, if you are interested in driving with Lyft or Uber, I will leave my referral codes down below, and so it can be an easier process for you to drive with Lyft and or Uber. So yeah, I'll leave all that information down below. You do get a certain amount of money after your friend do a certain amount of trips, so you can, you know, just help a girl out a little bit. But those are all the promotions that I can think of right now. Last but not least, some perks. With Uber, they have a lot of perks. You can save money on like auto services, like auto parts stores like AutoZone, Advanced Auto Parts, just stuff like that. They also have some perks for you to save money on your phone bill, depending on who your service is. I believe they only do Sprint and Verizon. The last time I checked, I can't remember. And Uber also have some affordable health insurance and some affordable extra auto insurance as well. Lyft, I honestly don't know. I can't really think of any perks. I will leave them somewhere right here because I probably have to go through the app to check, but I don't remember seeing any. Yeah, I don't remember seeing any. So, to the last and final part that everyone, you know, asks me questions on, how much do I personally make with Uber and Lyft? So it honestly varies, but daily my goal is always 100 a day. So it doesn't matter if I'm making 60 with Uber and 40 with Lyft. Combined, I want to make $100 a day. So with that being said, I typically work Uber and Lyft between 6 a.m. to about noon, because with my other job, I typically don't do anything until about noon. So I designate my morning hours for Lyft and Uber. And like I said, this is just for my geographic area. But my theory is the most money you can make with Lyft and Uber is either in the morning, which is typically from 6 a.m. to about 10, or late at night, you know, like 10 p.m. to about 2 a.m. or midday, or like midday to, not midday, maybe like mostly evenings from like 4 to about 8. So morning times, people going to work, people going to school, doing appointments, running errands. Best time to go. Evenings, when people are getting off of work, picking up their kids from school, whatever. Nighttime, that's when people go into the clubs, bar hopping, getting drunk, whatever. Holidays, best time. Usually, typically 2 days before and 2 days after. Christmas and New Year's, made a killing. I cannot wait until the end of the year, and so I can make that amount of money that I made. But on average, daily I make 100, so I do Uber and Lyft typically Mondays through Fridays, and sometimes Saturday if I miss a day during the week. So with Uber by itself, I average between $350 to $400. With Lyft, I average between $125 to $200 per week. So weekly combined, I'm bringing about $500 to $600 home. Now, most of the time, I don't always see that $600 because I am putting gas in my tank literally every day. So it takes about $20 to $25, depending on what the gas prices are, to fill up my car. So I'm typically wasting $100 of that in gas. And you do have to take money out for taxes yourself because Uber don't do that. Lyft don't do that. So typically, you know, after I spend money on gas and put money to the side for taxes and stuff, I still at least have about $300-400, if that, give or take. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I covered everything. If I did not cover something that you want to know personally about Lyft and Uber, you can just comment them down below, or you can DM me on Instagram, snap me, tweet me, Facebook me, whatever, to ask me your questions. I'm not a pro, but I mean, I've done it for a while now. I think I did over 800 and something trips with Uber by itself. I'll leave the exact number down here somewhere. And with Lyft, I did about 120, maybe 130. I'll leave the number down somewhere below. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you are not already. Don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms, and so you can know what's going on, what I'm uploading. Just look at my face because I'm kind of cute. I am going to do my new apartment tour video because you guys keep asking. I'm going to do it, but like it's not to my liking yet. I don't have like everything decorated. I'm still waiting on my bed frame, so once that comes in and once I decorate a little bit more and make it look a little bit presentable for y'all, I will do that video. I promise, like, it's gonna happen. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'll link whatever videos that I mentioned in this video down below. I'll make sure my referral codes are down below, and so if you guys wanted to make some extra money on the side, then you guys can use my referral codes to help me get your money. Get your money. Okay, this video is getting too long. Okay, bye.